Hey guys, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kamado Belay, and this is another review of the Chelsea versus Brighton game, which of course the game was at Brighton, which ended 1-1. We got a disappointing draw. The first game of the decade, the first game of the brand new year. Happy New Year to all of you. I hope you have, a year full of happiness and success. Bring on 2020. It's going to be a big year for me, especially a brand new decade. Really excited, of course, a bit hungover from last night, but fantastic time to be alive. And I thought, what a great way to start would be lovely 3 points at South Coast against Brighton. But no, of course, Chelsea love to make things entertaining. They love to make things difficult. And again, we failed to capitalise. We failed to gain all 3 points. We don't get the 3 points. And now, if United beat Arsenal tonight, they're going to be 2 points behind us. Again, 2 points dropped, an unnecessary 2 points dropped. And if I'm being quite honest, brutally honest, we didn't even deserve to get a draw at that game. We didn't even deserve to get a draw at that game. I'm going to be mentioning some fantastic performances and some very lethargic, poor performances. But before I do get into it, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are not on here. Make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I do upload. And comment down below your thoughts, opinions on, of course, each player that I do speak about. But starting off with the formation, of course, I don't want to see that three at the back nonsense. He went with the four at the back, of course, 4-2-3-1. Would have preferred the 4-3-3 with Jorginho Register, but he went with the 4-2-3-1 with the pivot. And of course, we had Azpilicueta left back, quite controversial. Emerson, of course, is a natural left back. Reece James was back. That was quite surprising. We expected him to be injured. He was returning in the starting line. One of our bright sparks, actually. And we had the centre back partnership of Zuma and Rudiger. Jorginho and Kante in the pivot with Mason Mount in the number 10 position. We had Willian, Pulisic and, of course, Tammy Abraham leading the line. Now, of course, I had no problem with the effort, the application and even the formation. I think the tactics Lampard got was very good. The intensity was there in the first half. And we scored early. We scored within the first 10 minutes. It was a bit of a scrappy goal. Corner comes in. Zuma wins the first header. And then Aspi gets a tap in from close range. And we get a 1-0 head start. I was thinking, yes, a fantastic start to New Year. A fantastic head start. But this is where we start to drop off. Every single time, it's the same theme. New Year, same thing. It happened in 2019. It happened all of pretty much the season where it's the same thing, the same problem. We failed to kill off games. We failed to be clinical. And it's the same theme. And it's costing us points. Us not capitalising. Us not killing games. We're slowly losing points. And that could be costly in a top 4 race. When you come to the end of the season, and if we miss out top 4 by a few points, you always look at these type of games and go, what if we won here? What if we won here? We just simply weren't clinical enough. We failed to capitalise, failed to kill off games. And it's really pissing me off. It's pissing us fans a lot now because we seem to go 1-0 up or we seem to capitalise, dominate possession, dominate the chances created, those vertical passing, dominating the amount of chances created, but we never seem to put the ball in the back of the net and actually make it count. And this is the frustrating thing. How many times the second half could we have killed the game, but it stayed at 1-0 and it allowed Brighton to get the equaliser and potentially even go on to win the game. It was so frustrating. Aspi had a shocker today, despite him scoring the first goal in the Premier League decade, despite him scoring the first goal and the only goal for us. He was quite poor today, defensively out of position, wasn't winning the balls, wasn't getting forward enough, wasn't attacking those spaces. Reece James was amazing, however. Again, was unexpected to see him there, but he was absolute tank. Bouncing off players, moving the ball very, very quickly, acting as that inverted fullback, beating his man. His crossing was very versatile, fantastic crossing ability from Reece James. Hence why, in my opinion, he's a generational talent. And Abraham, for me, Abraham had a poor performance. Yes, some of his hold-up play, link-up play, he had some bright sparks. He's young, he's going to develop. I saw a lot of attributes and positivity from Tammy Abraham. However, there's a couple of decisions he made that are quite controversial and a bit undecisive. Of course, that is going to improve, but he didn't have the best of games today. Of course, didn't score. He got the assist somehow for the Aspi goal. I guess that's a benefit, but again, a couple of poor decisions made by Tammy Abraham, and it wasn't a great performance by him. Mason Mount, again, another shocker from him. I keep stressing, I don't want anyone telling me we have an agenda, because when he plays well, I, of course, give him credit for it. But again, he was useless. I'm sorry, it seems harsh, but he was useless. Pressing was decent, wasn't creating those enough chances, clear-cut chances, wasn't operating in between lines and creating those chances for Tammy Abraham as much as I liked him too. He was never finding that killer pass. He wasn't on point with his defensive work either. Another poor lethargic performance. Essentially, the whole team in general, apart from a couple of players, was poor. We couldn't string 2-yard passes. It was honestly atrocious. It was dreadful to watch, and honestly, it was painful, especially on a New Year's Day. I'm already a bit hungover, a bit drunk from last night. Got to wake up for that shit, and we don't even get the 3 points, honestly. Jorginho, very, very good, dictating the game at times, controlling the game, nice passes Of course, what you expect from Jorginho. You see the difference between a player like Jorginho and, of course, look at Brighton's player. Of course, Brighton, Potter, he's trying to implement an attacking style, progressive passing style. At Brighton, of course, they have proper in that, that defensive mid position, holding position as that register. Similar to how Jorginho plays, but of course, you see the levels between Jorginho and a player like proper Jorginho. He's levels above. He's a world-class player. See the difference. Kante again, I thought Kante was poor. He was winning the ball back a lot, but he was losing at the same time. The amount of times he lost possession, he's been quite poor this season. And of course, in our partnership, I thought Zuma was very, very good. A tank, winning a lot of tackles, interceptions, aerial duels, reading the game. Again, Rudiger was very, very clumsy. I don't rate Rudiger. I honestly don't. He's been very, very poor since he returned. And he's never been that fantastic centre-back that's going to be our saviour. He's been a decent centre-back, but that's about it. He's good for squad depth, but he's not first-team quality, especially for a club like Chelsea. And again, he proved why today. He just wasn't on point. He wasn't good enough. But a player that I want people and fans to start putting some respect on is Kepa's name. Put some fucking respect on this guy's name, man. My Kepa, our keeper. This is why this guy's got world-class potential. We saw it last season when he had a proper goalkeeping coach, when he made those crucial penalty saves, when he made world-class saves on a consistent basis, and why he was regarded as one of the best keepers in the Premier League at the tender age of 24. And yes, he's had a bit of a bumpy season so far, but fans are quick to judge, quick to criticise him. Right, but if you're going to be quick to criticise him for the most stupidest details, then you have to give him credit where credit's due. For me, Kepa was my man of the match, and if it wasn't for this guy, we would have lost easily 3-4-1. Easily 3-4-1. In the first half, he made a world-class save. In the second half, he made 3 world-class saves in the last 10 minutes. Especially the third save was unbelievable. Before Brighton scored their equaliser, it was an unbelievable save. Aaron Connolly, from pretty much point-blank range, he makes an insane reaction save. World-class save that even, De Gea or even Oblak would be proud of. And this guy is 25. And I'm telling you right now, I keep saying this on a consistent basis, give this guy time. He's one of our best players and he will be a world-class keeper. His distribution is a sweeper keeper, modern style keeper. And we're happy to have him. We paid this amount of money for his potential. And of course, that was all for nothing, because literally 5 minutes later, Brighton will never ever score a goal like this. I'm not even going to be able to attempt to pronounce his name because I can't pronounce his name. But he scored an insane bicycle kick in the 84th minute. And to be fair to Brighton, their goal was coming. If we somehow left there with 3 points, it would have been robbery, because Brighton, they deserved to get the 3 points. We were lucky to get a draw, and they had the much more better clear-cut chances. And our defence was relatively shaky. But of course, in the manner in which they scored, an unreal goal, an unreal bicycle kick. But it's typical, man, it's typical. It's not going to be against any other club. It's not going to be against another top 6 club. It's going to be against Chelsea, of course. What else should we expect? An unreal goal. And of course, Hudson-Odoi came on, he changed the game. He's got some confidence instilled back inside him. Very good, very, very good dribbling, moving the ball quickly, nice shots. And he should have won us the game afterwards. Surprisingly, he had a fantastic one-on-one chance and he blew it. He just put it over the bar. Disappointing. A player of his quality, calibre, potential, he should be putting that in the back of the net. Honestly, it's disappointing. We should have won, because of course we have to capitalise, we have to be clinical, especially in the first half. We didn't kill the game. Brighton started to grow into the game, they started to get a bit of momentum in the game, especially in the early part of the second half. We should have killed the game. We need to be much more clinical, we need to be much more on point, and of course we weren't. And it's just very, very disappointing. It honestly is disappointing. We leave here with only 1 point, 2 points dropped now. Of course, our away form is much better, so I did expect to get 3 points. Not the best of starts to 2020. At least we didn't lose, of course. But like I said, Happy New Year to each one of you. Hopefully 2020 brings success and happiness to each and one of you. Big year for me as well. But honestly, I'm looking forward to this year. And we got FA Cup action to look forward to against Nottingham Forest in about 3 to 4 days' time. We've got FA Cup action to look forward to. And of course, taking a bit of a break from the Premier League. But yeah, it is 2 points drops, and we have to pray that Arsenal can do us a favour tonight and beat Manchester United. That way, we can restore our advantage. But we are still in the top 4, and we need to start, capitalising these opportunities. Hence why Lampard is desperate to make signings. The Jan transfer window is now open, so you will be receiving a Chelsea transfer day news video every single day this month. I'm going to be grinding out for you guys late, but expect one later on this evening as well. But yeah, going to wrap up the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to my channel if you are new on here. Make sure you hit the bell notification for every time I do upload, and leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Who is your man of match in this game, and do you think we were lucky to even get away here with 1 point? And follow my social media Twitter, Kamal_AA_, and my Instagram, Kamal__AA. And I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.